Well, Kelly, I've now obtained a copy of the written testimony of Zuckerberg, in which he calls the Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act a foundational law, and says that without Section 230, they would perhaps feel the risk of constant litigation as they try to remove potentially harmful content as well as misinformation. However, he does acknowledge that the debate about Section 230 shows that people of all political persuasions are unhappy with the status quo. And he strikes what sounds like a more conciliatory tone, saying that I believe Congress should update the law to make sure that it is working as intended. He said that he supports ideas around transparency and industry collaboration that are being discussed in some of the bipartisan proposals, and that he looks forward to meaningful dialogue. Facebook also goes on to say that it does recognize that it is under public scrutiny, especially during this critical time of the elections. He says, I know we will be judged by how we perform at this pivotal time, and will continue to do everything they can to live up to the trust that people have placed in the platform. So there you have the written testimony of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg as he is set to testify before the Senate Commerce Committee. Again, being a little bit more conciliatory, acknowledging that there could be changes to Section 230 that the company might support. Guys.
Yeah, Elon, just to follow up on that, how would you compare so far what we've heard from Zuckerberg to the approach that Jack Dorsey is taking?
Yeah, Dorsey appears to be a little bit more combative here, arguing that if Section 230 were somehow weakened, that it would actually entrench the current players in the marketplace and make it harder for smaller startups to find their footing in a very competitive landscape. So it'll be interesting to see the personalities of the CEOs at play tomorrow and how they perhaps take different approaches. We've seen different approaches in how they moderate the content on their platform, taking down certain items and some items on other platforms allowing to still stand, or perhaps stand with some different warnings or restrictions. So they've taken different perspectives and different strategies on their own within their own companies. We'll see how that plays out tomorrow.
Yeah, I wonder how much of it, too, goes back to Facebook's size and scale and ability to moderate content if it should need to in some kind of new paradigm. Elon, we really appreciate it. Thank you for now. Elon Moy with the latest comments that we'll hear a lot more of tomorrow on Capitol Hill. Ty?
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.